talent. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting wefixbasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Serve Nebraska is inviting you to help thank volunteers for their service to our communities. The Step Forward Awards are Nebraska's highest awards for volunteer service, and you can show your appreciation for their hard work by attending the awards luncheon coming up on October 4th in Omaha. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. Made possible by sponsors like Omaha Public Power District. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry,
this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Early break. And then a week after retirement, he was flipping burgers in a what would you call that truck? A
food truck?
Food truck.
What kind of truck would that be with food in it?
Words are hard.
What is that? There's a truck. They show up. They show up at noon, and then they drive in, and it's a food. Oh, I can't put it together. I can't get this food truck.
Food truck.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, yes, sir. It is game day Saturday in Lincoln, Nebraska. Where else would you rather be but right here, right now?
Welcome back.
Oh, brother. Okay, so the official A1 Automotive pregame show will start at 4 o'clock, but we love you so much. We go longer. We go stronger than everybody else. That's what happens when you're the standard. That's what happens when you're the standard. So join the party, 402-464-5685, Sartor Heyman text line. Get on in. If you're sitting at the crib chilling, you can follow on the streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo Channel 961. You can see us up in person. You might want to tune in on the stream. We got better looking today because we got a kick returner in the building. But first, let's set the tone. Only one song can do it. Ben, please.
Where my jersey at?
Let's go. Listen. Yes, sir.
Never gets old. Never gets old.
Yes.
Never gets old.
Sir. On a game day Saturday. It is Beat Colorado Saturday. My goodness gracious. Sitting next to me, you know him as number 1-5. 1-5 on the roster, number 1 in your heart. DeMornay Pearsonell, DPE, baby.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, let's get the party started, bro.
It's about to get rowdy.
This is like, come on, this is why we love what we love.
Yes.
Is when the accumulation of all the possibilities happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, okay, everything fell in line. Like the storytellers went through and they said, okay, you need a new coach, right? We're gonna rebrand the rivalry. We're gonna bring it back, and then we're gonna add some villains, some new villains for you to be mad
at. the storytelling, the line that's coming with it, like, it's you can't ignore it, and it's like one of those things to where like you can't put it down. You can't stop checking or seeing updates or seeing something. So it builds the anticipation for 6 tonight.
It's a long day now.
That's fine.
It's a long day. I can tell you that the Haymarket in downtown was getting it in
early.
Not
surprising.
Yeah, early.
Not surprising.
Got it in early. Started up and said, "Hey, listen, I heard
they was at the Graduate, aren't they?"
Yeah, I heard a baseline early at like 6:08 a.m. And I went, okay, and I tried to go back to sleep. But then it hit me why there was noise, because that's the first thing in your sleep is, well, why is there noise?
Mm-hmm.
And then you went, oh yeah,
it's time.
Like
it is time.
We're here.
Finally.
We got to do this. And here's the thing, I love that it's amplified, but it's not hype. It's real,
legit.
Like it's real that it's Colorado. There is hope. There are people who understand that the football nation will be paying attention to Lincoln, Nebraska again. Right?
All streams.
Right? Like it's
north, south,
it's
east, west.
It's a full thing that's going to happen. And we actually have a reason to feel good about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if this happened 2 years ago,
it would be one-sided. Now it's you can kind of talk your talk a little bit, because you got not just one side of the ball handling business. You got 2, 3, all 3 phases of the game, honestly, that are strong.
Not trying to downplay it, but I love the fact that Nebraska is going through. And text line, y'all can tell me how you feel about it. But the whole Nebraska nice and the fact that Nebraska nice needs to be put away today.
Indeed.
Like my first thing as the coach in me was like, no, that ain't necessary. Because that's a different emotion. Like that's a different emotion. But then you start to think, no. That venom might be sauce, actually. It might actually be the awesome sauce. It may actually be the good thing.
I'm telling you, in that stadium, the leading up to from when the players get on the bus to you come around, down ninth or eighth, leading up to the stadium, you kind of the closer you get, the anticipation goes through. So with them doing that on the opposing side, to where that other team is not wanted, that other team is not liked. That just makes everything a lot more sweeter. It gives you an extra energy burst. That first kickoff, that first sack, that first pick, like this place is gonna erupt. So the nice can wait till after the game. That's an extra boost for home field advantage. Like
I like the fact that you are as a big of a competitor as I know.
Mm-hmm.
Like you actually like the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like it saucy. But you also have a calm about you that even with the venom and the angst, you're still under control.
Gotta be.
That part has to play tonight. That's the part that with a different crowd, national TV, all the names and marquees and otherwise, you still have to maintain control. I think that the team that maintains control, you have to play with passion. You got to play with aggression.
Mm-hmm.
But the team that gives up dumb yards and free yards is going to put themselves in a tough situation.
Agreed. It's controlled chaos. not necessarily, you know, outliving the moment or letting the moment be too big or too bright for you, but honing in on exactly, you know, the details, honing in exactly, you know, your job, your responsibilities. That you do that, and then again, you add that adrenaline and that extra boost and whatnot. That should carry you over. But if you are distracted and letting your feelings, you know, kind of get the best of you, then that's when you see, you know, hopefully not, you know, Hunter take a hitch to the house.
That part, right? that you have to be under control. The early part of it. So you take us through this portion for me.
Mhm.
Opening kickoff, and you're the guy.
Mhm.
You're the guy.
Mhm.
Not many people understand what it's like. That you know what? All of this is set up to put the spotlight on you,
Mhm.
and this is your moment. But you also have to remember to make the play,
Got to.
whatever the play is. So opening kickoff, you're back there. What's going through your head?
Necessarily, I mean, I go through my checklist. For one, you know, making 10 other guys are on the field. No, you know, early, easy penalties to where, you know, the ball won't be, you know, be able to get in my hands. So count my guys up and everything like that. That's done. Making sure, you know, communicate with the other blockers and everything like that to make sure, you know, that whichever way we're returning, if we return into the field, if it's a middle return, making sure they know, you know, where it's going. That's done. Line up, you know, make sure seeing the kicker's approach, where the ball placement is, if it's middle of the field, if it's, you know, +2 off the hash, +2 inside the hash, a yard on the hash, what's his approach to necessarily, you know, telling you which way he's gonna kick it. And then right as, you know, the ball kicks, you know, everything goes silent. That tunnel vision.
Like, do you hear the kick?
That's the last thing I hear.
Right inside, like, and then it goes just
that I don't.
It's white noise, man.
Until you kind of hit that crease, or until you kind of start running, like you kind of like snap back down to reality. But it kind of, you know, do you cut the outside noise? Is like it's there.
Yeah, here's the funny thing. I've heard kick returners talk about it, especially, and Dana Brinson's here, another great Husker kick returner. And I got excited at the idea of having both of y'all in here at the same time. But the reality is, on a night again, it's nighttime, a little different.
Listen,
because you don't practice that many kick returns receiving at night in front of 90,000.
But
is it easier or tougher?
There are things that go into it.
Okay.
Again, how many they've practiced in the stadium at night, so you understand, you know, which lights, if you're tracking the ball, you know, which side it might blind you. Like, you might have to kind of put your hand up to kind of see, or you might have to stand off to the side and then get under the ball. So you know that part of it. I think it's more so it's live, it's loud. The jitters are kind of there and everything like that. It doesn't make it harder. You just, you know, your blood pressure just kind of rises a little bit. So you kind of got to like check yourself. And I know for me, I would always, you know, be a little shaky, like when I catch the ball and everything like that, or I get, you know, hit the first time. All right, I'm calm. It's like now y'all in trouble.
Yeah, you got me up. But there is the moment, one, when the ball's kicked, but two, once it hits your pad, once it hits your breastplate, there's an activation. I tried to explain to somebody that it goes from, you talk about going 0 to 60 in a hurry, that the buildup from when it hits your pads and your eyes come down.
It's like it's like that drag race. You know, you see the red, yellow, yellow, green. And you like it's literally like that. Like as the kick is approaching, it's like, okay, like, all right, this is what it is. You know, he kicks it, it's green. It's okay. That this is, we here. I'm not worried about nothing else. You know, one play at a time, and I got a job to do.
So let me say this, and for whoever's gonna kick return, and it bothers me that the Husker program doesn't bring in the kick return greats to talk to their guys, but that's a conversation for another day. But here's the thing. You've talked about, again, when it goes green, you had a plan for who you were going to attack.
Mhm.
You looked for somebody and something. What were you looking for?
On film, typically, before, you have like your okay, who's their special teams player?
Who's their guy?
Who, it's typically two.
Yeah.
It's typically two. Now, with kickoff and punt is different. But, typically it may be one at your 5, one at your opposing 4. So if you got an L4 and an R5, because they put one on either side.
Yep.
So it's typically, okay, find them, or who is the first guys that are, going to be down? Who are their tacklers? Who are their guys to, are their guys to stop things? So I kind of find them, and it's like, okay, how do I set them up to believe it's one thing and we're reacting necessarily off that? If it's a trap block, if it's he's coming free by himself and I have to, get vertical to everybody. Our coach, Coach Basacci, Will Compton talks about him a lot with the Raiders. He calls them, people get your ducks in a row, or following the cheese.
Yeah.
So you go vertical to bring everybody to you,
Mhm.
but it's harder for them to kind of change their angle once you bounce,
And
or you get one
need
block.
one. You need one.
So
I
it's
need one.
so that's typically what it is. So it's like, find those guys, or find who are we basing things off of. Find them, set them up, and okay, get them to follow the cheese,
Yep.
or get their ducks in a row. And if you make the right cut, it's you and the kicker.
It's you and one, and he has no chance.
Typically.
Yes, he has no chance.
Typically.
The morning Pearson LTP on a Saturday, and it's the build up to tonight and kickoff and otherwise. So walk us through that walk from the bus to the stadium. Like the drive up has got to be pretty cool.
It's again, like I said, you get on the bus, you got the fans, everybody playing there and everything like that. And it's like, okay, like this is nice. You get on the bus, you got the police escort, you coming down the street, everybody's, waving, cheering and everything like that. You pull up, it's you got one job. You had 2.5 hours of practice for 4-5 days a week. You have 8 to 12 hours of film study and everything like that. So everything that you've worked for, that's the walk up to this moment. This is, your gladiator walking into the Coliseum.
That part.
That's what it is.
That part. When you're standing outside of it and you see how big it is.
The lights.
Right?
The fans.
Right? Like you hear that buzz.
You hear it.
Right? And then the sights and smells start to pick up.
And then it's as we get there, like it's loud, but it's not it doesn't grow. Like you come out maybe chill, but as you go back in, all of a sudden things are shaking.
Yeah.
And honestly, tonight reminds me a lot of that 2014 Miami game.
Yeah.
Again, another night, national championships, honoring them, another, rival opponent and everything like that, star-studded on both sides. It has that type of feel. Like I feel that type of atmosphere when Miami came here. We had fights on the field. It was a brawl. Like it's gonna be that type of game.
Through all of it, right? That rivalries matter,
Mm-hmm.
and they add juice to it. And you're familiar with Red Jenkins, the great legendary Virginia coach. He
Mm-hmm.
used to talk about rivalries were for the fans. The game is for the player,
Mm-hmm.
because the rivalry only adds to the sauce of you putting your hand in the grass and getting somebody
Mm-hmm.
lost. The fans talk way more than the players can.
But it's like they're like they antagonize it. Like you,
Yes!
like you hear it.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? They say something, you say something, fans, this and that. Like you see it, like you can't ignore it. And after a while, especially with what has happened the last couple of times, we've played Colorado. Like, they're the things that they said, the things that go on. It's like, okay, like you draw back from the year before. It's like, okay, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Or when Adrian got hurt with that tackle and everything like that. That next year, like people were
Circle it.
you know what I'm saying? Like you make a mental note. So all of the extra outside noise honestly adds to the animosity, adds to that juice. That okay, like that first kickoff where I don't care if you got the double team, I'm smashing one, I'm running through one of y'all's face. I don't care who it is, but one of y'all is getting it.
The morning Pearson. So to the text line, but the texter says, not gonna lie, I was against the Nebraska Knights at first, but then I thought, what's the best way to mess with Colorado? Be extra nice instead of booing them when they come out, which I still don't get. I'll say we give them a nice little applause, not too loud, and then that'll throw them off. But the other side of it is, oh no, I got some business to give you. I saw you as a player, and I know you talk. You talk. What did the coaches say to you about that mouth on you?
Typically, sometimes, I'm not one to start it, but I'm not one to back down from anything either.
Right.
So if you come with that, you best believe, it's gonna get met. Those run plays where we blocking and whatnot, the blind side, I'm trying to do that.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple of times, of stuff. I didn't had a couple penalties or whatnot to where the coaches had to the coaches had to grab me and like chill. And I'm like, nah, like that's what we on.
See, Nebraska. Here's the thing I'll share with Nebraska fans that they don't know about you. Defensively, you were a mini Jack Tatum. You were a defensive Raider. Like when you played the defense, you defended like the Raiders do. You played aggressively. You played violently.
That's it.
They never got to see you on the defensive side. They never got to see you at safety or corner.
No.
And
no. My high school coach told me, he was like, I know what you do on offense. He was like, I've always thought you would be a better defender on the opposite side of the ball. And I was like, why? He was like, because the challenge of you stopping somebody, like when you get challenged, there's no stopping you. And he was like, I don't think I've seen you like really lose.
Yeah, you were better against the best player in the state than you were the third team point guard. Like you were a mission. You were better. You were better, and that's how it really was. The thing that let me know that you were going to be fine at Nebraska. It's like, okay, he chose Nebraska. Now, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. My only question was whether you were going to be a starting corner or a wide receiver. I didn't have any question about whether you were going to come in and win a job. My question was, which job were you going to win?
Offense or defense?
Which job were you going to win? And then how you were going to play it and to watch to develop. Back to the text line. Bill and Bennett says, today is a great day for all true Husker fans, and it's great to have a station like The Ticket to get us all pumped up. Great job, DP. Hey, Bill, thank you, bro. Greatly appreciate it. It is today is why we do this thing. Like, this is what, when we give you 18 hours a day, every day in June and July,
it's for this.
It's for this. We're ready for this. We're prepared. This ain't new.
No.
And here's the other thing, and I'll say this publicly because here's what I noticed. Great truck, Jay. J&M fencing with the oh man, that is
black shirt. That's
the
nice.
Black shirt flag rolling. Well done, bro. Well done. Here's what I noticed as well. The rest of sports in the state of Nebraska has had to up their game or they would get lost. I'm watching folks doing radio today who this was not their level. This was not what they're doing. So I'm like, oh yeah, you're paying attention. Very cool.
Got to.
Very cool. Well,
again, when Nebraska is good, college football is more well-rounded.
So good. So good.
Whether that's the media side, whether that's from academics, from whatever, you talk about, in the football game, they'll talk about Pinnacle. They'll bring up the baseball team. Yeah. They'll talk about the volleyball team. Yeah. When Nebraska is on one or in the talks of things, it's under a microscope, and everything that the light touches it is exposed.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way.
No, here's the thing. This is the day. I'm actually surprised you didn't have your jersey on today.
that'd be too many to talk to. I'll be trying to stand in the background. I don't want it to be noticed. I just be trying to have a good time.
That is hilarious.
I got a hoodie with my last name and jersey number that they gave us. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. No, not on game day.
Oh,
no.
man.
My God. I couldn't walk I couldn't take 3 steps probably.
Yeah, but today's the day.
No. No.
You just want to watch the game.
No.
You just want to watch the game.
Today is not the day.
You just want to watch the game. That is hilarious. All right, we'll throw it to break. We'll come back. Segment 2 coming up here. 1-on-1. It's Beat Colorado Saturday on The Ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to 1-on-1 with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you tired of the same old entertainment options? How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball Connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
This is Shane Podliska, mortgage lender at Lincoln Federal Savings Bank. I'm here to help you achieve your goal, the American dream of home ownership. Whether you're buying your first home or looking to refinance, I've got the experience and know-how to make it happen. So let's tackle this together. Call me, Shane Podliska, and let's get you into the end zone of home ownership. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Go Big Red.
Personal banking like you remember.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Ready to hit the road in style? Liberty First Credit Union is revving up your ride with unbeatable auto loan specials. Cruise away with rates as low as 4.79% APR for 48 months on a 2020 or newer vehicle. Need a longer term? No worries. They've got you covered with 4.89 APR for 60 months and 4.99 APR for 72 months. Hurry, these rates are cruising fast, so don't get left in the dust. Visit LibertyFirstCU.com. Credit factors apply. Rates, terms, and conditions subject to change.
There's a little kitchen ambition in everyone, and the experts at Schaefer's and Frigidaire make it easy to turn that ambition into fruition. I'm Amber Pankinen, and I'm always looking for ways to cook, clean, and keep my kitchen in order. Frigidaire has a solution for everyone, from the budget-minded to the chef-inspired. The experts at Schaefer's can help you find the right fit with the features you need. Maybe it's induction, air fry, or sous vide. Frigidaire has it all, and Schaefer's has the answers. Stop in and explore Frigidaire with our experts at Schaefer's today.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa,
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Serve Nebraska is inviting you to help thank volunteers for their service to our communities. The Step Forward Awards are Nebraska's highest awards for volunteer service, and you can show your appreciation for their hard work by attending the awards luncheon coming up on October 4th in Omaha. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. Made possible by sponsors like Omaha Public Power District. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, there's Whitey. You stopped doing his thing. Great leader in the community. Well done, Whitey. DP, pregame to the pregame A1 Automotive pregame show starts at 4 o'clock with Jake Sorensen, Steve Sipple. We get the full roster of folks all the way. Adam Carrick will be here. Amon Green will be here. Jay Foreman, Eric Strickland, Aaron Davis, Chris Raff, Nick Sainert, Austin Orman. Our guest next to us, we've been added to the spot. Number 82, Chancellor Brewington.
Come on.
What's with it? But hey,
come on,
Chancellor, we got to set the table.
Man.
We got to set the mood.
Let's
Ben
talk.
Rose, hit that man's music. Let's go!
Come on, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Nowhere.
Lincoln, Nebraska, baby.
There's nothing like it.
Like, to tell me through this, and I'm a member. So I was born and raised in D.C., and so we had fight songs.
Yeah.
So we had Hail to the Redskins. So
Okay.
I got to places and didn't understand why their fight song wasn't a jam like that.
Right.
And I was like, oh man, if you don't rep your fight song, shame on you.
I know.
Shame on you, man.
I know that's right. I mean, there's as I'm riding through, there's nothing like Lincoln game day. There's nothing like it. I mean, I live, across the way, right? And there's people walking where I live. I'm 2.5 miles away, man.
Yeah.
Thank God I got a parking spot. But my goodness, where else would you rather be as a college football fan and as a college football player? I mean, record this atmosphere and send it out to a recruit. I mean, why wouldn't you want to come here?
This was the part, and it's a big recruiting day.
Oh, this is huge.
Right? This is a big day on both sides, and it's a bit of a risk.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a risk because you're showing Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
You're showing prime time.
Yeah.
You're not only showing who you are, you're showing the other side.
Right.
And so having your ducks in a row for the people that you're recruiting,
exactly,
it has to be ideal. And it can't just be all hype and no substance.
It can't be. And we saw this with the Miami versus Florida game. Miami gets it done at Florida, and they go up to all the Florida recruits and says, you got to come to the U. So what do you think?
Whoa.
Do you think at least one or two of those recruits felt that and said, I don't want to be on this side of it?
How you feel is
Come
how
on.
you feel.
Come on.
When they talk about, they said people don't remember all things about you, but they remember how you made them feel.
Ooh.
Right? They may not remember what you say, but they'll remember how you made them feel.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is for recruiting, and this is a big recruiting Saturday for Nebraska.
Oh, this is huge.
This is huge.
This is 1A, 1B with Ohio State.
Right. And that one, it's the night show.
Oh, man.
So walk us through as a player the hype difference between 11 o'clock and a primetime ABC, CBS light show Saturday night.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can think my last year, we play Oklahoma. And it's I believe it's a 1:30 kickoff.
Yeah.
Big game, right? I mean, people are hyped up for it.
Yeah.
But then you go back to the year before and we play Michigan night game and we play Northwestern night game. Like, it's a completely different atmosphere. I mean, they have the light show, they have the I forget what the Thunderstruck, the song. I mean, and the atmosphere going into a night game. I mean, you don't have a late wake up call. I mean, you have a late wake up call. So you kind of get the body going a little bit later, in the build up, the energy and the adrenaline builds up to that moment, and it just all comes out at one time.
Take us through the tunnel walk.
Yeah,
take us through the tunnel walk,
Yeah.
CB. Like what is? I mean, walk us through.
Yeah. So I was one of the guys that like to be at the back. I love to be one of the last guys out. It was always me, Trey Palmer, and I think Marcus Washington and Javen Wright. We was all at the back, right?
Yeah.
And so we was all in the back, and one of the things that always happened was we would always hit the horseshoe. But as you step on the carpet, and for the fans out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Once you step on the carpet, everything goes numb. I mean, everything goes numb. There's smoke. The fans are there. Then you run out, and you just see 90,000. And my gosh, I mean, what I'm most grateful for is those experiences. Like, there's NFL players don't even get that experience.
Right.
I'm telling you, they don't. I mean,
the fan engagement.
Yeah.
Because the fan boundary, and DeMornay and I were just talking about that through all of the hype and energy, sometimes you go numb.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You just said the thing that you go numb to some of it. You have to.
Yeah.
Just to get through.
Yeah.
Like, you're walking through and the crowd is on 10. Like, every single person that you engage with before you run out the tunnel is on 10.
Oh, on 10. And people are in the tunnel walk, so people are still asking for autographs, all these different things, right? And so there's a fine line, and I got to work with a psychologist and refine this, but there's a fine line between too much energy and too little energy. So you have to go into it really, like, I used to go into games super, super calm. I used to go in super, super calm. And I would just let the atmosphere and the energy build me up there. So I would never go into a game super energetic at home because, I mean, the fans are amazing.
Here's as a player, I was the hype machine. As a player, because I was the kick returner.
Right.
I was going to get the ball first on
Right.
the first two plays of the game if it played out right.
Yeah.
Right. And so I wanted that. As a coach, I was the opposite. As a coach, it was, I'm a killing machine. Like, it was a process of all the information, and I needed to have control over every emotion, every thought.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how players in front of 90,000, I don't know how you turn that down.
Right. Yeah, I think you have to work on it. Because I'll tell you what, I came from Northern Arizona, right?
Yeah.
We played in the Dome. We had 8,000 on. This was a good day, 8,000. So I would have to get myself up, right? And I tried it my first game for them, right? I tried to get myself up for a home game, and I came after the game. I'm like, at halftime, I'm about to fall out and pass out because my adrenaline's already
done.
It's already shot, and I already came back down. So
Done.
the next few days, I'm like, I got to work with someone. So I got with Dr. Brett, and I worked on it. And yeah, like you said, I mean, if you don't feel chills, you're not human coming out that tunnel. If something in your hands, your toes, you can't feel something on your body, I don't know if you're alive. It's different.
Right. To go out and here's the thing. You were a special teams guy too.
Right.
So my last words to any football team I coached, and it didn't matter what level, arena football, high school, it didn't matter. The last two words I spoke was first hit. The last two words you heard from me before that ball was kicked off, either way, was first hit. Because I knew if you received it, you were going to receive all day.
Yeah.
If you gave it, you were going to give it all day.
All day. All day. All day. All day. I mean, The worst, I mean, the worst position in football, in my opinion, is frontline KOR. Kickoff return.
Right.
I think it's the worst. You had the best part. You had the best part being back there.
Oh yeah.
I had the worst part, right?
You-
And so I used to love getting that out the way, get the first pop. Get the first pop, whether it's a touchback, just get a pop. Let someone hit someone, something, right?
Did you pick, or did you follow the assignment? So if you're right, because there's that part, that a part of you, that predator in you, right? That hit first dude.
Yeah.
That is, you're looking across and you're counting down, and part of you is, oh, hey Ben.
Right.
Whoa, where did I
Sorry,
get brought
Ben.
in here?
Sorry,
Whoa,
Ben.
whoa.
Sorry, Ben.
Don't hit me, please.
Right? You go, hey,
Yeah.
you about to get this.
Yeah. And it would always be cool because within the first 10 plays or the first 20 plays, I would always have that X on it. And I'm like, oh, this is my free lick on the just to get it going.
Yep.
I would always know it. It would be like, split zone, 12 person, whatever. I'm coming across the middle or, backside or something. My mindset, and I always tell young guys when I come across some guys on the team too, I always say, get a free lick in. I used to tell Buddha all this all the time. Get a free lick in as fast as possible. As fast as possible. If it's backside run and you just run in the alley and a backside tight end come in, just hit them. Just hit them. Because I'm telling you, once you get in there and you feel that and you get a pop in, it's over with. The nerves are gone.
If you're the hammer, the magnet of energy just stays.
Exactly.
But if you're the nail, oh man.
And especially DP, if there's one you need, if there's one all day you're gonna be dealing with.
Yeah, if you see somebody you can play against.
Yeah, that safety. We watched him on film, he a hard hitter. If you can get him first, my dad used to always say the one who initiates the conversation controls it.
Yes, sir.
And the same thing worked for football.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on now.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
It was always there. Chancellor Brewington. So you had the fortune of this thing is still in your taste bud.
Yeah.
Right? It's still there.
Yeah.
So how do you get through a game day?
Oh man, I'm sweating. I was sweating this morning. I got up and I was like, man, am I miss an alarm? Like, man, I'm not playing today. Calm down. But yeah, right. So I'm getting through this game day. I'm trying to watch these other games, get my mind off of it. But I just love and this is why it's so cool that we can be on here and talk about this. I put myself through a game day, of course, mentally and know what the guys go through. So it's gonna be awesome to see. I just want to hear the stories after the game. That's what I can't wait to hear. Because DP, I done already heard insider information come right now that there's already been text messages the past few days of star players on this side. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't wait to hear the stories, man. That's what I want.
Is it different now because everybody's connected?
Oh, yeah.
Colorado and Nebraska players know each other.
Yeah.
They've worked out together. They've been in the same state. They know the same people. They played against the same people. So the conversations have to be a little different.
Yeah.
Does it make it weird that the likelihood that Shedeur and Dylan have talked about this game, is that weird to you or is that normalized?
In this generation, it's becoming normal.
Okay.
But I know, I believe it was Dante Jones the other day. If I was to tell him, if I was to ask him if he was texting, the opposite, he would have laughed at me, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, it's newer now, right? But for me, it's kind of like, now, you can just go and DM someone and y'all probably follow each other just cause y'all ballers.
Right.
Y'all just follow each other out of respect.
The transfer portal and
Right.
NIL, you're
Right.
paying attention to the people who are doing it right.
Exactly.
Right. So if somebody's got 30 million followers,
Right.
you probably need to know what they're doing.
Right.
You probably need to have some idea.
Exactly.
And it's always interesting now that, and I asked this question to several people. I'll ask you. In the old boxing days and pro wrestling days, when there's an event at an arena, on the marquee out front, it tells you who you came to see. In this particular case tonight, I'm not sure what the marquee says.
That's a great point.
Is it Dion versus Rule? Is it Shedeur and Dylan? Is it Hunter and the black shirts? Like what? I'm not sure. Because in truth, the coach in me wants to say that it's still the big boys.
Right, Dion.
Like this,
yeah.
all the fat boys will determine how this game goes.
Oh, okay,
tonight.
yeah. I'm with it.
Both sides.
I'm with it.
So for you, what's on the marquee?
Yeah, so I mean, I could go hype train.
Yeah.
Hype train, Dylan versus Shedeur, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm really getting down to the nitpick, and I think if these two guys, or this group, plays good, the Nebraska wins. I think it starts with Nebraska defense controlling it. I think it starts with the D-line. If the D-line does what I think they're going to do, I don't believe this game is going to be very close. I think it might be a little close at one point, but I think that if the D-line does what it's supposed to do, the O-line is going to, first of all, fatigue's going to set in, and Shedeur's not going to be able to get to his reads as fast. And yeah, so I would say it's the D-line and the black shirts versus Shedeur. And first of all, that O-line, then Shedeur.
Yeah, like there's some depth to it, right?
Yeah.
And you go, okay, it's gonna play out, and somebody will pop up that we didn't think about.
Right.
But because that's the work that's been put in, and the jump from week 1 to week 2 is what matters, right? And there's a big difference, but we'll talk about that when we come back. We'll throw the break. DP, Chancellor Brewington, it is 1-on-1, 93.7 The Ticket, the A1 Automotive pregame show coming up right at 4:00.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to 1-on-1 with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you tired of the same old entertainment options? How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball Connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.
If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry.
This deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
The Kindler Hotel in downtown Lincoln is a boutique hotel experience unlike any other in the area. Their 45 well-appointed rooms take inspiration from the history of Lincoln. Their double queen rooms are great for guests traveling with family, and the suites are great for a business trip or romantic getaway. No trip to the Kindler is complete without a handcrafted cocktail from Boitano's Lounge on the main floor, with comfortable seating options both inside and on the outside patio. Book your room today at thekindlerhotel.com in Lincoln at 11th and P.
This is Shane Podliska, mortgage lender at Lincoln Federal Savings Bank. I'm here to help you achieve your goal, the American dream of home ownership. Whether you're buying your first home or looking to refinance, I've got the experience and know-how to make it happen. So let's tackle this together. Call me, Shane Podliska, and let's get you into the end zone of home ownership. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Big Red.
Personal banking like you remember.
Ready to hit the road in style? Liberty First Credit Union is revving up your ride with unbeatable auto loan specials. Cruise away with rates as low as 4.79% APR for 48 months on a 2020 or newer vehicle. Need a longer term? No worries. They've got you covered with 4.89 APR for 60 months and 4.99 APR for 72 months. Hurry, these rates are cruising fast, so don't get left in the dust. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Credit factors apply. Rates, terms, and conditions subject to change.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay. Playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
You're listening to One on One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is one nation. It is Husker Nation. That's the only one that matters today. It's the only other one. The only one that matters today. DP, Chancellor Brewington. We're about a couple of minutes from handing it over to Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and the rest of the crew. They will take you through right all the way up to kickoff. And then remember, post-game, meet us right back here on the ticket for all the streams and all the reaction. Chance, one last thing before you get a chance, man. Tell me how you think it plays.
Yeah, so I'm conflicted. Because I still am, like you said, I'm still fresh. It's still in, I can still feel it, right? I can still feel it. So I'm super high. I'm super high on Nebraska right now. I think it is going to be 38-24. But I'll tell you how I think it's going to play out. I think Nebraska is going to get ahead early. I think they're going to get ahead early, and I think there'll be kind of some lows on offense, but I think defense will start off dominated. And then I think Shedeur will kick it in late, and it will become like a super close game. I think Nebraska pulls away again.
I think it's a final possession kind of deal, and it'll be interesting. But we've done our time. We're gonna hand this over to the guys and let them take you through. But hey, Ben, pause that. Give me 1 second. There is only one way to exit this thing.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, there's only one way. Yes, sir.
Nothing like it. Yes, sir.
That's how you hand it over.
We're gonna be strike up the band. Strike up the band. We're gonna be hearing a lot of this.
You need this. You want this. You gotta have it.
Plug it in your veins.
Do you love it?
Man.
The A1 Automotive pregame show here on the ticket. Coming up.
Are you tired of the same old entertainment options? How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball Connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.